We started the second day in New York with a trip to the nearby financial district, where our main destination was obviously Wall Street, which doesn't remind its 1920s Great Crash version, as there are more tourists than brokers.
The next stop was the Statue of Liberty. New York offers a free ferry from Manhattan to Staten Island as a public transport, but lots of tourists use it. Ferry cruise offers an unusual Manhattan view, and the view is even more exciting than the statue seen from the distance. And we go back to the financial district, where we were looking for the famous charging pool, which symbolizes prosperity. But what I found more interesting than the pool was the new Lamborghini Huracan. And about the pool, as it was hard to get to it, we gave up and decided to look at it from the distance. Well, looks like we ain't gonna be millionaires.
And finally, we reached 9/11 Memorial, the most miserable and reflexive spot in NYC, not only for Americans, but for the whole world. In the place of WTC Tower's fundaments, a memorial honoring the victims of 9/11 was built. The memorial consists of 2 empty pool halls where the names of the victims were engraved. Being there makes you go back to 2001 and stand for the US nation.
After a short Fifth Avenue walk, we reach St. Patrick's Cathedral. It was built in the late 19th century, and its unique architecture was captured in many film productions, as well as in video games like GTA series, which we will often mention.
On the opposite side of the Fifth Avenue, there is Rockefeller Center, which is Empire State Building's main competition in allowing tourists to admire the city view from the top of the highest buildings. The prices of the tickets are similar, but we recommended the Rockefeller, from which there is not only a fantastic view on Manhattan, but on Empire itself. The Manhattan scenery seen from the top is just breathtaking. Just look at those skyscrapers and Central Park.
The time has been passing, so we decided to take advantage of the daylight and see Times Square during the day. It wasn't so colorful as at night, but at least there were fewer people, so we could admire shiny billboards once again with no rush.
Our apartment in Lower Manhattan had a roof access, and a view on skyscrapers in Financial District from the south and the Empire from the north. Therefore, we decided to have dinner on the roof with James and Nati.
Coney Island. The next place we had known from the films and GTA only. We were sure it was located close to the city, but we were wrong. To get there from Manhattan, you need to spend an hour on the subway. Coney Island is an old-school amusement park located at the Atlantic Coast Beach. The spot is really charming.
You shine right through and make life feel like a dream. Yeah, you're worth it to me. Oh, you shine right through and make life feel like a dream. You can always come home. You can always come home. You can always come home. You can always come home.
The last spot in New York was Brooklyn Bridge. It is easy to get there from Chinatown, but believe me, in such a crowd, it is hard to get to the other side quickly. However, once you have crossed it and look at it in Manhattan, you never want to go back. And this is where our first but not last adventure in the Big Apple ends. Next time, we'll take you to Washington, D.C. Stay tuned.